Aye, time narrows down the grief, as you must have found in your own life.
Yes.
It's been a year now since my wife...
I think it was very kind of you and the council, Mr. Farfrae, to help my father with the shop.
My wife, she told me everything before she died, so I thought I owed him something. Do you understand?
No, I didn't. Where's she buried?
Besides her mother. When ships go down at sea, have you ever... well, sometimes sailors get ashore long after folks are supposed to have drowned.
Not this long after.
No, but supposing there was some miracle or other and Newton was to come walking through that door.
Cannot suppose such a thing.
No, but if.
No. There's no point in it, Father.
No. No point at all. Except, would you prefer him to me, Elizabeth Jane?
Strange things you say.
Well, now, you grew up with him after all.
Yes. And he was a happy man, always laughing and amiable.
Ah, no, there you are.
But he was not my father, though I thought he was. Nothing is the same as a real father.
Are you happy here, Elizabeth Jane?
How many times do I have to answer?
Well, just so long as you are, eh? I'd do anything in the world just to make you that. Oh.
Och, I abominate secrets. They cast a shadow, a very dark shadow.
Did it hurt very much to
find out about Lucetta and your father.
forgive me?
It did. It did. Och, but I don't know if you understand such a hard thing, but the way things have been between those two. It's a bitter thing to say, perhaps, but I cannot help feeling I have exchanged a looming misery for a simple sorrow. I'm over it now, over the worst of it, the dead blankness of it.
I'm glad of that. You cannot harbor grief without damage to your soul.
You're a very wise young woman, Miss Henchard.
I'll do it. You stay where you are.
Father, I'm not helpless.
Never mind, never mind. I pour it for you. You seen anything of Farfrae lately?
No.
No?
Except in a manner of speaking. Why are you still so opposed to Mr. Farfrae?
I'm not. No, I'm trying to change. I know I get the devil in me at times. What about him?
Oh, not important.
Oh, I'm an obstacle here. You both like me out of the way, I'll wager.
Father.
Oh, I know. Now, don't think I don't know. I tell you, I'd rather not face the world. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Lizzie,
Father, why do you work yourself up into such a state?
Things I think sometimes.
What things?
Why do I get these visitations of the devil when I try so hard to keep him away?
You've been so silly.
I don't want to lose you.
Daughter. How can you ever lose me? I'm your daughter. I'm your daughter. O time, who know'st a lenient hand to lay softest on sorrow's wounds, and slowly thence, lulling to sad repose the weary sense, the faint pang stealest unperceived away. On thee I rest my only hope at last, and think, when thou hast dried the bitter tear that flows in vain o'er all my soul held dear, I may look back on many sorrows past, and meet life's peaceful evening with a smile, as some lone bird, at day's departing hour, sings in the sunbeam of the transient shower, forgetful, though its wings are wet the while. Yet how much must that poor heart endure, which hopes from thee, and thee alone, a cure? Donald?
Oh, Elizabeth, Jane. I've been so blind.
Donald. No, not very long, Father. Just a little walk along the Budmouth Road.
Will you be seeing anyone, do you think?
People that pass on the road.
Ah, I don't mean to pry. No, of course not.
You mustn't worry about me so much, Father.
I can't help it, child. You're all the world to me now, you know.
Open up the shop as I go through.
Shop.
Father, what is it?
So, you still call me father?
Still? What do you mean?
Elizabeth Jane, I am going to leave Casterbridge.
Leave Casterbridge? Well, are you going to take me?
I'm going on my own.
Father,
So this little shop can be managed by you on your own just as well as by the both of us. I don't care for shops, streets, folk, such.
It's a living. It's not as good as the old business of yours, but it's better than what you were doing.
I don't care for it. I'd rather get out in the country by myself, out of sight.
All of a sudden.
No. No, it isn't. I can't abide the streets of Casterbridge anymore. I've had my fill of them. I came here with nothing but my basket and my A-knife, and, well, that's how I want to go.
You can't.
I'll follow my own ways. And then you can follow yours.
Oh. Then it is because of me.
No. No, it's because of me. Me, myself, is what I want.
It's because of me. You don't like me to see Mr. Farfrae, do you?
I approve of everything you do, Elizabeth.
But you don't want me to marry him, do you?
Has it gone as far as that, eh?
I thought it possible that one day he and I didn't know how much you disapproved of the step.
I approve of everything you do, Izzy. And of everything you want to do. And if I did not approve, it would be no matter.
Make me very unhappy.
My presence here might make things awkward in the future. It's best I go.
There'd be no awkwardness. You exaggerate these things. Mr. Farfrae has no enmity towards you. He wants to be your friend.
'Tis not because of that.
No, but it is, and it's so... Oh, Father. Stop and think about what you're doing. How will you live? Where will you live?
I used to be a travelling hairdresser, and that is what I shall be again. Running a seed shop is not the sort of life for a man like me.
Then I shall never know where you are. If you'll not be able to come to my wedding.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to.
Father.
But I shall always be thinking of you. I shall always do that. And you think of me sometimes in your future life, eh? You do that, Izzy. You think of me when you're living as the wife of the foremost man in the town.
Don't.
And don't let my sins, when you know them all, don't let them cause you to forget how much I loved you, Elizabeth Jane.
It's because of Donald. You're going because of Donald.
No.
It must be.
Oh, listen. I do not forbid you to marry him. You'll come to see why I want to go away. You'll understand. And the only thing I want you to do is not to forget me when I...
What, Father?
when I go away.
How can I forget you? You're my father.
Aye.
Going out just like this.
'Tis for the best, Elizabeth Jane. God bless you.
Donald.
Elizabeth Jane, I sent for you because...
My father, he's...
Do you know then, Elizabeth?
No, I don't know or understand anything. My father has left.
Henchard has gone?
Just half an hour ago. Donald, I'm sure it's because of us. He's gone away and I don't know where.
Oh, no, Elizabeth.
It grieves me, Donald. I wouldn't want to hurt him, so I don't know what to do.
Oh, don't fret, Elizabeth.
Fret? How can you say that? Don't you realize what I've been saying? He's taken his old tool basket and gone away.
Perhaps he has a reason.
Us? The reason is us.
Oh, now, Elizabeth.
I don't understand how you can be so calm.
Elizabeth, there's someone I want you to meet. Someone very special.
I don't want to meet anyone at a time like this.
Aye, 'tis me, my lovely lass. Elizabeth Jane.
Where are they going? Straight yourself. Run.
Well, it seems he's done it all voluntarily, and I gather from Elizabeth he's been rather nice with her.
So you think he got wind of it?
Oh, aye.
Perhaps it's for the best, eh?
Oh, it is. I was rather uneasy at first when you came to me from the Three Mariners, but, everything is as it should be, and I don't think we'll have any trouble from Henchard.
That's very much as I thought. I didn't know what to do for the best, you see. I lay awake last night in that inn, staring up at the ceiling, thinking and thinking.
Oh, no, you did the right thing by coming to me first.
I said to myself, 100 times, 'tis no use trying to get a peep at her unknown to herself, or going to Mr. Henchard.
Poor man.
Elizabeth, come and sit down and stop staring out into the dark.
I wonder what he's doing. I wonder where he's going.
In all of it, you see, I didn't want harm to fall to nobody. That was not my intention. So when I heard that you two was like to marry...
No, you did the right things.
I didn't want to drive poor old Henchard away. No, sir, not me. I've already in my lifetime been an intruder into his family quite as far as politeness can be expected to put up with. What did the young woman say herself about it?
Elizabeth!
Come and hearken to what we've been talking about, me child, not by staring out the windows if you didn't hear.
What if he didn't know?
Then why should he go so suddenly, my
What
dear?
if he didn't?
Oh, no, I was in CASTERBRIDGE, you mean?
No, Father. If he didn't know that I wasn't really his daughter, if my mother hadn't told him that, well, his own child had died.
I know that, child. I told him so myself. And I'll wager Susan did too before she died. It's obvious she did.
You told him? But I thought...
I made up my mind not to say anything about it. I didn't want to hurt the man's name. Well, now he's gone. I suppose I'd better tell you how Henchard put me off the scent that time.
What time?
What a time I come to CASTERBRIDGE. 10 months ago. I'd heard the name Henchard at some place, I forget where, about his being mayor and had come down and down. So I made my way to his lodgings, and I called on him one morning. The old rascal. He said Elizabeth Jane had died years ago.
He said...
You was dead and buried, child.
But that's terrible.
It never crossed my mind that the man was selling me a packet. And if you believe me, I was that upset that I went back to the coach that had brought me and I took passage onward without being in the town half an hour. It was a good joke and well carried out, I'll give him that.
Joke? Oh, no.
Oh, I didn't mean any real harm.
But he kept me from you, Father, all these months when you might have been here.
Yes, I know, but I mean...
No buts about it. He ought not to have done it.
We're not the same flesh and blood at all. He knew that every time he kissed me. Oh, it was horrible. Everything. And to deny me the truth.
Look, try not to get too upset. It's all over and done
It's
with.
horrible. Oh, he made me promise never to forget him, but oh, I wish I could.
Now, 'twas not 10 words that he said after all. But how could he know I should be such a simpleton as to believe him? 'Twas as much my fault as his, poor fellow.
He deliberately deceived you, and he cheated me. He knew your disposition. You were always so trusting, Father. I've heard my mother say it hundreds of times. He did it to wrong you.
It's not a very pretty tale, Captain Newson.
Well, I don't say as it is. But he was caught on the op. He probably said the first thing that's come into his head. If he's come down in the world as much as they say, then you was all he got, Elizabeth. Now, be fair now.
But I wasn't his to have. Oh, I'll never forgive him now.
You won't have to, my darling. He'll never be seen here again. He knows what he's done.
To hell with it.
Look, Michael, we still got to go a couple of miles.
About here. It was. It was about here.
Was you what?
Didn't this used to be the Fairfield?
Aye, but that's in August.
This was the Fairfield, though.
Aye.
Oh, if I were a free man again, eh? Why? I challenge all England in the further business. And if I were a free man again, I'd be worth £1,000. What are you all laughing at?
Stop making a fool of yourself, mate. Sit down or else I'll stand up alongside thee.
Hey, what about it, folks? What about it? Now, this woman here, stand up here, see if I care. This woman here, she ain't no good to me. I don't love her. Any jack ragger Tom Straw among you buy my goods, eh? What am I offer?
5 shillings?
No insults now. No call for that. Serious. Serious offers if you please. How anybody buyer? Anybody at all? Anybody? Anybody at all?
Huh? What do you say?
I say, will anybody buyer? Anybody at all?
Are you?
Why?
These what a seller does, and I do too. What is it? Well,
Yes, I've been through there. I treat a bit, you know. In a bad patch. But this day labouring will do. Have to, eh?
But you've been by there, you say? How long back?
Oh, let's see now. I was in CASTERBRIDGE about a month, five weeks ago, eh?
Anything moving in the old place?
Same as elsewhere, I should think. People working, people dying. Only one farmer's cider. Nope. Mind if I have it?
Nope.
Clearly, don't it?
I heard of Mr. Farfrae, the mayor, the last year's mayor, that is. He's getting married. Do you know whether that's true or not?
Who, Farfrae?
Big corner name man. Scotch.
They'll get everywhere, Dom.
Is he, do you know?
No, you come to say. I think there is something going on in that line. A wedding.
When, do you know?
No, I bet that interest to be I.
You say you don't know? Are you sure?
I just said so. Where are you going?
Oh!
What about your pay? Hey, here a minute.
Sing your heart out, little Luke. For her, eh? For our wedding day.
Your father seems to be enjoying himself.
Oh, he always does. That's how I always used to remember him, always laughing and smiling.
I wish they'd all go.
Always nearly last. That's me, I'm afraid, Mr. Farfrae.
We're very glad you enjoyed yourself, my wife and I.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you both.
Thank you.
Everybody in Casterbridge is happy about today, Mr. Farfrae.
What is it, my dear?
No. It's nothing important. I'm wanted in the kitchens, that's all. Excuse me, Mr. Joyce.
There's not a soul in the place that doesn't wish you every happiness. And for me personally, it's been a day of great joy.
Mr. Henchard.
What? Elizabeth Jean. Mr. Henchard. Don't scourge me like that. Save a little room in your heart for me.
I could have loved you always. But how can I when you so bitterly deceive me?
I know I did,
You
but
allowed me to live in ignorance of the truth for years. And then when my real father came along, you sent him away with a wicked story about my death. How do you expect me to greet you? How can you? How can you?
Don't upset yourself on account of me. It was wrong of me to come. But it's only this once, so try to forgive it. I'll I'll never trouble you again. Not till my dying day. Good night, Elizabeth Jane. Goodbye.
Father!
Under the shrubs by the window, ma'am.
Oh, the poor little thing. Well, what was it doing there?
It seems that farmer's man left it, ma'am, on your wedding day, so it's been there a month.
What farmer's man?
You remember? The farmer's man that came to your wedding.
Give it me.
But 'tis all. But it's been dead a long time, ma'am.
Give it to me, please.
Yes, ma'am.
What have you there?
Donald. We must find him. We must.
Are you sure this is the right way?
The roadmender said so. 'Tis our only clue.
If we weren't so far from Casterbridge, I'd say that was Whittle. 'Tis just like him.
Aye. It might be. He's not been in the yard these 3 weeks, without any word from him at all.
It is him.
Aye. Hey, man! Whittle! What's he doing here? Whoa!
Do you think... I feel suddenly afraid.
We'll see. We'll see. Something's going on for sure.
You wouldn't think anyone lived here.
Aye, not for 100 years. Abel, what are you doing here?
Sir, you see, him was rough to eye, but I was kind to my mother when her was...
Let us in, Whittle.
Mr. Henchard, sir, he don't want that. He don't want to be seen, sir.
Then he is here. Oh, I'm so... Oh, Abel, please, we've come to make it up with him. Make sure he's comfortable and... Abel, what is it? What's happened?
You better come and see, man.
How long?
Just gone, sir. About half an hour ago by the sun, sir.
How? Why here?
I seen him go down the street on the night of your wedding, sir. And I thought him looked low. Very low. Stumbling, you see. So I followed him. He seed me and he shouts, "Get back! Go on!" But I kept on behind him. Well, it was bad.
Poor soul.
He shouted at I a few more times. Then didn't bother. And I kept on behind him all night. And then, in the blue of the morning, before it was hardly day, I could see as he was wambling about, hardly drag himself along. I got him to come on to this here empty house. But him got worse. Wouldn't eat. No. No appetite at all.
You should have fetched us.
He wouldn't have wanted that. He was too proud for that.
Him didn't let me. No, not him. But him got weaker and weaker. One of the people over the hill's gone to get a man to measure him.
Oh, my dear God. Such a waste, poor man, to come to this.
He gave I this, sir, a bit before he died. Something what he wrote down. But I can't read writing, so I don't know what 'tis.
What's it say?
Michael Enchard's will, that Elizabeth Jane Farfrae be not told of my death or made to grieve on account of me, and that I be not buried in consecrated ground, and that no sexton be asked to toll the bell, and that nobody is wished to see my dead body, and that no mourners walk behind me at my funeral, and that no flowers be planted on my grave, and that no man remember me. To this I put my name, Michael Enchard.
To die in such bitterness.
If only I hadn't been so unkind to him at our last parting, and if... There's no altering it. So it must be.